make some commentary on the subject. I know you guys spoke. You got any interest in responding or expounding on anything he said?
Well, I actually talked to Ant for about at least 45 minutes, and we touched on territory. You know, he said about the 7-Eleven that was recently built a few years back. I was in the pen when they built it. He said on any given day, you can catch an 8-tray gangster at that 7-Eleven on Florence and Vermont, or a 7-4 Hoover. And he also expressed to me that was the borderline between the 8-tray gangsters and the 7-4 Hoovers, and we were to the left at the times. All my life I've been there, bro. I went to 68 Elementary School. I went to John Muir. I have never seen an 8-tray gangster hang on Florence of Vermont. Respectfully, I've just never seen it. Now, when you go down 71st and 70th and you get to about Raymond and all that way, that's where you get to see 8-tray gangsters. And, you know, they had 7-1s before at a short time in the early 2000s. But I guess they all turned 8-tray. Yeah. But yeah, that was
still some 7-1s on the east side.
No. These on east side.
7-1 Gangster Crip.
Gangster Crip, we talking west side.
Yeah, they were like under the umbrella of the 8-tray gangsters.
My bad.
Right.
And, you know, they pressed the line down, I guess, and I'm assuming this is what I heard from the dudes in jail, that all the 7-1s had turned 8-tray gangsters. So, yeah, that's just how that went. But Florence and Vermont, even on the gang maps, they got us all right there. I looked it up, and I was amazed. That shit said rolling 70s. I'm like, they really mapped this out so fast. They put rolling 70s there, and they got us from Fig to Butlong, from Gage to Florence. Still covers Florence and Vermont. So now this is one more thing I want to touch on. They're saying that we're not on Normandy. We are on Normandy. You got to understand there's 2 gangs over there to the people looking in from the outside. You got the 6-7s, which would go from Vermont to Normandy. And you got the Menlos, which would go to Vermont to Figure War. Ain't nobody over there more dominant than those 2. You could call out Playboys. Oh, y'all got Mexican people in your hood. Still not more dominant. And if we wanted to, you know what I'm saying, go there with anybody, we would be able to do that and succeed.
So you said, all right, so I can see that, because that's shit. Dev all them lived on Normandy, right?
Yeah, Dev.
Right, that's all. I can see that.
Yeah, they got the 7's got names like Normandy Bang.
Right, they do
like
got
that.
yeah,
so,
right.
You know,
I can see that. But that is y'all borderline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
yes. So you mean to tell me the 8-trays is on Gage and Normandy, on 69th and 70th, and I mean on 66, 67, 68, all up there? I didn't know they went to Gage and Normandy. I just wasn't aware of that.
So no, not the Gage and Normandy. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
So if you go down Western, like, all right, because my baby mama, her brother and them from 8-tray gangsters, she lived on 65th and Halldale. Yeah. So like right there is like, if you go on 66, 67th, and them all right there, like
Halldale off top. You can
like
even say
that
Dinker, all of that way, but
right.
Strictly Normandy.
Right, no. I wouldn't say Normandy.
Yeah, that's
no,
all
Normandy,
I'm
I wouldn't say.
And I'm speaking facts. I don't want to claim no territory. I don't want to say nothing we not doing. That shit, as a man, it just don't make me
Brim
feel
say that.
comfortable
The
with myself.
6'4" Brim say that's they side, right?
I've heard that before, but I just never seen them. I seen tattoos with dudes with 6'4" brims and all that, but they're on 64th and Halldale. I've heard.
Right.
Yeah,
Halldale, right.
Not on like Normandy.
Right.
If I were to reach out to young Ant and he'd be willing to double back, because he's been here before, and have a deeper conversation, would you be willing to sit down on this?
For sure. I come from the penitentiary. I didn't sit down with Hoovers. I have relationships with Hoovers and Brims and 8-tray gangsters outside of the limelight.
I'm glad to hear you speak that. Expound on that a little bit, because y'all came off, it's a lot of peace, especially people from our upper generations in this shit, talking on YouTube right now. And in that viral video that we're referring to, there seemed to be a pledge to be against the peace.
Because you have to have control. So we like a small country, and it's like a dictatorship in my community, because if we say, hey, man, leave them dudes alone, don't tag over there, don't go over there bothering nobody, it's going to be done. With a bigger gang like the 8-tray gangsters, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of, rebelliousness and things of that nature. So it's just like that. So while peace treaty talk was going on, I even reached out to young Ant. Okay. And I told him, I'm like, look, man, if it's an issue, you know what I'm saying, just get at me, tap in with me, and we can make something happen or whatever.
Right.
He said, respect, good, and we went from there. Same day, dudes coming up and down 70th, and where you from? Some little dudes walked into the liquor store. Hey, who hood is this? Like trolling, you feel me? You know, so that don't help the situation. Then we call over there and, hey man, what's going on? I mean, we gonna get with it. I don't know if they whooped them or DP'd them or talked to them or whatever, but tell me anything, you know. And it just kept going on. So, you know, I guess they went on that. And then I talked to a young A-Trey reputable from over there. I ain't gonna say who, and he told me, man, little homie's not on that. They ain't with that. I'm like, respect. What do I do from there?
Okay, maybe you misunderstood my question.
Yeah.
In your video, y'all were just saying the peace.
Well,
or someone. I don't know if that came out of your mouth.
I heard that come out. It didn't really come out of my mouth.
Okay.
You know, I didn't say it, but, you know, the homie said it. And maybe that's how he felt. Maybe he got a different dislike toward these dudes, but I didn't say it and I wasn't going to say it. So
speaking on behalf of the section at this moment, you describing it as a dictatorship. Is that something that you support, or
the dictatorship?
No, no. We already accept that there's a dictatorship type spirit over there.
Yeah.
With it being that, him saying that on the video, the way you were representing the section, is that something you support, or the section, does that actually represent the spirit over there?
I wouldn't. It ain't. If you come fuck with us, we gonna fuck with you.
I think that's. Everybody's gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean, so
there's a lot of people that's using their camera time to say, "Hey, let's do the best we can to push peace."
Yeah, exactly. Just leave us alone. Stay in your community. We gonna stay in our community. My homies ain't going to bother nobody. They stay in their community and just living life. So for a motherfucker to come with even a non-affiliate, nigga, if you get up on a tuna, a turned up non-affiliate in LA. If you even bang on one, they gonna look like, well, what's up though? Like, you feel me? Right. So you feel me? Don't fuck with nobody.
So basically you saying, I'm gonna try to translate this.
Leave us alone, we gonna leave you alone. Straight up.
That's your translation to when he said.
No, but I heard that. Like I said a lot, because you're not gonna get no to where it's like, hey, we kumbaya. It's not gonna be like that, bro. Yeah. Especially when you got bloodshed and all that type of stuff. And then kumbaya don't over years. Let's get the homies for example, right? 30s and 40s. Yeah. When that first talk about peace, it was a lot of niggas against it. A lot of niggas feeling some type of way about it, this and that. Woo. So it was, 30s would not get killed in the 40s. But then it was so much shit going on, like to where 30s do some shit, the homies get on their ass. 40s do some shit, the homies get on their ass. Now, 12, 13, 14 years later, niggas, it's 30s and 40s, same cars and all that, the game, Spody dirt and all that.
Spody dirt.
You know what I'm saying? But so like I said this all the time, you gotta give it time. You can't just say this, cause we got the pot right now and niggas talking about it. You gotta give it to time to breathe. So yeah, then we gonna just show borderline, like, don't do this, don't do that. We gonna do this, don't do that, nigga. And we got guidelines, man. My little nigga come over there start some shit, nigga, tap in with me. Yeah. Little nigga starts, I'm gonna tap in with you. For sure. So, and if you got that mutual respect, after 15 years not allowed to do nothing to them niggas, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Now the next generation gonna be, we probably the generation that's gonna be that beef with them niggas probably be 30, 40 years old.
And I must say, it haven't been no shootings or none of that. It's been peace. A lot of little shit talking and shit like that, but that's normal. It's regular. Right. You just a prideful person of your hood.
Right, of
course. That's it. You can be prideful and passionate about it. Go ahead. But ain't no crimes being committed, even with the Hoovers, even with the A-Trays.
Right. That's why I tell you all the time.
You know what? And that's big within itself.
That's why I tell you all the time. I said, bro, everybody, even with the homies 90, they did it. All these people, they did it, right? So all the people that did it, it's like, all right, it's cool to say, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to say, oh yeah, fuck them niggas, this and that. That shit cool. Don't get wrong. And we grew up saying that. So they're not saying they doing something wrong, because this is something they was taught. It's something we was taught as kids. This is something we was taught growing up. Us as the older niggas that went through it, then seen us and seen death, all that type of shit, we got a different type of outlook because nigga, we seen it. You know what I'm saying? So like the most, like when I seen that video, I'm like, boom, like you say, bro, this all my homies, sons, daughters, all this, my homegirls, sons, daughters, and that type of shit, right? So my thing is like, even to things like, nigga, what if something happened to one of the young niggas? Not even because that's what happens when we invite this shit. We gonna play the devil's game. We put the devil shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So even with just the rush of just hurry up and coming over there, the rush of just, hey, let's put them niggas on camera. It's like it's cool. It's like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But that caused a lot of shit. Like
I would like both of you guys to do me a favor and talk to the young dudes in that video that we're referring to from this perspective. Oh, you just did 14. You've done a stretch or two.
Yeah. Like I
tell them
in the video.
Tell them for me, please.
Oh yeah.
To explain to them what it's like once you and then you end